welcome. We're back after 2 weeks off the air now. Trending. It's me, Joy Canizero, here with the lovely Siobhan and Mike and Drew. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
I'm here.
Back from vacation.
Back from our 2 week vacation.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we've been here.
Been a long 2 weeks.
Has it? I know we're all trying to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, exactly. We're all off. We're all off our flow here.
I don't know what's going on today. However, we're gonna have a lovely show today. We're gonna be happy today. Today is the Let's Get Happy show, or is it? What is it?
We're gonna come on and get happy.
That's right. So come on, get happy, just like the Partridge Family taught us, I guess. Mike, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired.
You ready to get?
I drank too much last night.
You've had 2 weeks off from here.
Yeah, but now I'm like in vegetative state because I've had 2 weeks off and I've just been lying around doing nothing.
So I have a quick announcement for our listeners before we get too far into the show.
Let us go, Siobhan.
If you're listening live or listening on replay, we would love to have you tweet us and use the hashtag Happy News. Share anything, any kind of happy news you know of, anything maybe that happened in your personal life or happy news that you heard of or saw. But we just want to kind of change the conversation of things that have been happening in our country and around the world and focus on some happy things today. So remember to tweet us and use the hashtag Happy News. I'm going to put some stuff out there, so be on the lookout.
Siobhan's right. We need to dust all the bad things under the rug and not talk about them at all. Everything in the world is great.
Everything, yeah, we didn't say that because we're going to be realistic here. However,
Johnson is right.
We're going to discuss these things just for, I don't want to say a few minutes. I don't want to cut them short, but I want everybody, we'll get it out there. And if you have an opinion, let's keep it mild, I'd like to say, for the sake of our show. I think we need a big turnaround with things. I wish I had the answers. I wish, I think everybody has these types of shows where they want to discuss these issues. There's so many different avenues into discussing these issues. Before we get started with these, let's talk about 4th of July. We had a big 4th of July go off when we were leaving here. That was like our 4th of July show. And again, we haven't been here for a while. So Drew, if I catch you guys off guard, it's more realistic. What did you do 4th of July? Tell us about your time away from us, other than, however, we all were having withdrawals and trying to find ways to break into here to have our show, even though the studio was closed. But other than that, after we got over that, tell us what you did for the 4th of July.
Okay. Scared me there for a moment. Starting in July 1st through the 4th, I worked as part of the AV, second floor AV crew on the Florida SuperCon show.
He did. He had, I think, probably the most fun out of all of us. I want you to tell us about it.
It actually was a blast. Basically, my crew we were responsible for handling the audio and visual equipment in each of the panel rooms that went on during the show. So we would go in, break it down, take it apart, put it together, that kind of thing. Make sure everything stayed together. Make sure no pieces grew feet and walked away. You know what I mean? So, but that's fun. We do every day is a show it until God knows how long, and then we come back at night and we break down the room and put things away for the next day. But it was really good. We had a good time doing that. And in between, I have time off to go to the dealer's room and look at the specials and the shows, or go and see the stars that come out and sign pictures and do autographs, that kind of thing.
I was just going to ask, did you meet anyone famous? Did you get any autographs from anyone famous?
Well, usually myself and my partner in crime, my firstborn, go, but she wasn't here. She's hanging out with her grandparents. So I dig her. So my wife came over with my son, the terrible tornado, and my nephew came over. So we went down and saw a couple of people. Mostly the people he liked, my nephew liked, which was there's a guy from Legend of Tomorrow, and then there was a guy from.
Sorry, we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. We're working out.
And then
there we
a
go.
guy from why did it stop? I don't know why it stopped. And then a guy from Gotham, Commissioner Gordon, he was there. I never got to see him. And then we got to see also Elizabeth Henstridge and Bruce Spotlightner, and it was nice. It was nice to see those people.
Did you see Shatner? I see a few people took pictures. I have some friends who went and
he was only there the Saturday, and so we didn't get a chance to see him. I would have liked to see him, but I didn't get too much chance. I really wanted to go see Michael Dorn. And here's a funny story. So I asked my boss, I said, listen, there's a sword down there in the dealer rooms for sale. You know, one of the weapons that they use on the show. And I was like, if I can get him to sign it, I'll buy it, you know. But I don't want to walk up to one of the stars with a knife in my hand saying, hey, are you signing for me?
Why not? Yeah.
Because I know the guy that works security, and he's not a nice guy when he has not to be nice. So I didn't want to be, I didn't want to help him not be nice. So, yeah, he said he'll find out for me. Checked, but by the time we were done with our tour duty, I guess you could call it, they hadn't gotten back to us. So I missed out. I didn't get a chance to do it, but it was okay. The opportunity I had to do it, and I took a chance, and I didn't win. That's okay. However, when I got home, like about a day or two later, this package came expressed to me from my boss. I go, okay, what did you send me? I open it up, and it's an autograph picture from Michael Dorn for me. So he got me the picture, even though we couldn't get the actual weapon autograph. So that was pretty cool of him to do that for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Josh.
That was awesome. Now I'm telling you, I wish I would have gone after I saw the commercials. This year, I don't know what it is. I'm getting more involved in I guess like superheroes. Like I told Drew, like yesterday was the first day I finally watched the Avengers.
Ooh.
And I watched Deadpool. I watched Incredible Hulk. I know I'm behind.
Just a tad, but it's okay.
Catching up, but then I saw like the
10 more movies to
commercials
watch
for SuperCon, and wish like I would have either like volunteered like how Drew did, or got tickets to go. So
it's fun.
You're enjoying the movies so far?
I am. You know what? I really am. I really love the cinematography. Like I'm respecting it, and then I'm sitting here like I told Drew. Hopefully, we can get a workshop on some superhero cinematography around here.
The effects are great because like I know back in the 90s they tried to have the Marvel movies and the superhero movies, but they weren't that good because you could only do so much with technology back then.
Yeah, but now it's like amazing. I'm just sitting here. I know how we do things like with what is it, color chrome and what is
Chroma
it?
key.
Chroma key. Yeah, chroma key and the green screen.
The color purple.
And it just honestly, it just opened up my mind to other things when it came to cinematography. So Mike, go ahead.
You're gonna love the rest of the movies you're gonna watch.
Well, how many do I need to catch up on? If I'm like
10 more, I think.
That's all. That's it. Just 10.
I think.
Only another 20 hours.
Did you see the Christopher Nolan Batmans yet?
No.
Oh, those are the really good ones.
That's even
They're
more
not
okay.
bad.
You guys
really? No, those are really good.
Well,
I love them.
The
Dark Knight series was great.
The third one was like,
yeah, it was all right, but it was still pretty good.
No, it was there's a good twist in it, I think.
Yeah.
But,
Was it a good twist in it?
yeah, there's a good twist.
Yeah.
In it,
There's a good twist in a couple of them.
I don't know.
Especially
like
the Dark Knight. The Dark
been,
Knight's the best one.
Well, yeah. Well, that's Batman Begins, the first one, right?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Empire Strikes Back of
big
Batman.
time. Big time.
So Mike, what did you do for 4th of July?
I worked all day. It was great.
Did you get paid time and a half? Do they pay you time and a half?
No, they don't. God, I don't understand that, but whatever. I guess that's just part of my employment over there.
Strike.
I won't
know, right?
say the name of the company, but for the type of company that it is, and the people that they deal with, you'd really think they'd work according to the law, and you'd think for something such as Independence Day, they'd pay time and a half. Really?
Well, I guess it's because it's a privately owned club. I'm not really. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the bureaucratics of it. I'm not that kind of guy.
I am, because you know what? I'm going to expose them all.
But no, it wasn't too bad. I didn't mind working that day, but I had family in town over the 4th of July weekend, and the thing that bothered me is that I couldn't spend as much time with them. I had to like fit it in either before I went to work or like after I came home late at night. And so we would try to watch a movie like before or after I come from work. And then for the July, it was pretty good because usually for events, we hire all the staff because it's a big event. It's a big 4th of July event with like 500 members coming in to have a big buffet dinner. And usually I have to, serve the tables,
right?
Which would mean I have like 3 tables, you know what I mean? But on 4th of July, they had me as a food runner. So all I had to do was stand next to the buffet. And when we ran out of stuff, I run back to the kitchen. I just bring the stuff back. It was very, very easy. And I loved it. I'm trying to do the best job that I can as a food runner so that I don't have to serve tables and take care of
and deal
all
with
the
people.
Dishes. Yeah, and deal with people.
I got you. I agree with you. And Siobhan, tell us a little bit about your 4th of July. Not that I already don't know.
Well, I didn't spend the whole day with you, Joy.
Right.
Whoa.
What?
I also worked that day. I had a very chill job in Coconut Grove, hanging out on the beach and getting people to sign up for a really good veterans cause for an app where they could donate money for veterans organizations. And since we were at a state park, we couldn't solicit anyone, so we just kind of let people come to us and talk to us. So it was really kind of an easy and chill day for a few hours, and then our manager let us go early because it was just too darn hot. And then I did come over and have some dinner with you and watch some fun fireworks at the pool. So it was.
I did.
It was overall a very chill, low-key 4th of July, but very nice.
But not without that apple pie.
It wasn't.
I did not have apple pie.
We
Yeah,
didn't
me
even have
neither.
apple pie. We didn't.
I don't
guess.
think I've really ever made apple pie a tradition.
I don't
on
think I
4th of
had
July.
any sort of 4th of July barbecue food that day, to be honest.
I did. I did a small barbecue. Like I said, Siobhan came by. I had my kids there. My son has a new girlfriend now, so she came to the house. We met her the day before.
She's cute.
Yes,
Yeah, she's cute.
She's cute. She was okay. Yeah, Siobhan, you met her. She was cute. And we met her on the 3rd of July.
Mhm.
My mom took the whole family out, and that's when we met her. So I invited her over for the 4th of July. So we just did a basic barbecue. Siobhan came over, and we went to the pool, swam, and lit off fireworks.
Joy swam. I put my feet in.
Yes.
You know what I really want to do? When I got back home from work, I really wanted to have a Sam Adams. And I
Right.
opened up the fridge and had none.
Get out.
And I couldn't go buy any because it was like already like 11 at night or so. So
Why not? We're not in one of those states where they.
I mean, I guess I really could have, but I don't know.
I got you.
I wanted to light fireworks with my cousins and blow our fingers off.
And just be happy, right?
Yeah, I had
The
wine.
theme of today's show, just be happy. Yeah, I've been on the mimosa kick. Anyhow, so going on with stuff that's now trending, we have some disappointing news, or news that not everyone's glad to talk about. However, it's things that we should be talking about. They're issues that we should be talking about because they do affect us. Everything's going on right around us. We also have protests happening here in South Florida. And this is in regards to, which it all stemmed from 2 young men being shot and killed by police officers over the past week, which was Philandro Castile, 32 of St. Paul, Minnesota. And then out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we had Alton Sterling, who again were fatally shot on camera by local law enforcement. So this definitely has caused outrage around the entire country, which then led to the shooting of 5 police officers, shooting and killing of 5 police officers in Dallas, Texas, during what was supposed to be local rallies to support the 2 young men who were shot and killed by their local authorities. So we know things turned out really tragic in Dallas, where one man, which I'm not even going to say his name, I don't think he deserves the credit. Okay, like I said, the 2 who were shot most definitely deserve credit. But as far as Dallas Fort Worth, the killer in that situation, I don't feel deserves any credit. I don't think his way of going about the protest, his own protest, by just wanting to go out and kill, which he said, which this is words from the chief of police, that his only intention was to go and shoot and kill Caucasian officers, and which he did. He went out and he killed 5, and it was 7 others that were shot, I believe, who were injured.
Well, and some innocent civilians were injured as well.
Innocent civilians were injured as well. And again, this even brought up more issues to where it was a rally against 2 young African Americans being shot by local law enforcement. And then where you also had where it turned around, where lots of people, where you had African Americans who were part of this protest, who were then thanking officers and then giving them credit, because at that point, the police officers had to go in effect and actually save their lives during this protest. There's so much controversy in this country due to different groups and organizations that have been created. But again, my thing is, are we trying to create some of these groups? Are we trying to create division, or are we trying to create unity? I think, and that's where lots of people are getting confused when it comes to these different organizations which we all have the right to stand up for what we believe in. But your take, Siobhan, if you have a take on it,
it's interesting,
it's not an
because
easy topic.
Was it last Wednesday or Thursday before the Dallas shooting? I was giving this a lot of thought about the 2 young men who were killed, and just thinking, I do not envy police officers their job for anything, because every day they face these situations where they have to make a split-second decision of life or death, and sometimes they're wrong.
Right.
And I think in this case with these two young men, these police officers acted too rash and made the wrong decision. And fortunately, I hope that officers do make the right decision on a more regular basis. But it does make the news when they make the wrong decision. And I think the shooting in Dallas does not ease the tension for police officers who are already feeling on edge.
Right.
Doesn't make them want to draw their guns slower. Makes them want to probably pull their guns out a little faster.
Right.
But one story that stands out to me from the Dallas shooting that I heard this morning on the news, a woman, an African-American woman who was at the peaceful protest in Dallas that night, and she was there during the shooting, and I guess like dove on top of her sons and protected them. She, in the event, was shot in her leg, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know how many other shots she sustained, but she was recounting how amazed she was that she dove on top of her sons, and then there was a group of police officers who came and surrounded her and her sons and protected her. And she said because of that, her respect for the police is much higher, but on the same token, she's still going to attend the rallies in support of Black Lives Matter. So I think this woman has a very good viewpoint on all sides, respecting the law enforcement and seeing the need to respect all life. And I hope out of all of this, personally, that we could see some training initiatives come out for police officers on how to make these decisions better and how not to be
most definitely better training when it comes to handling
make better
criminals.
decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. Drew, you have any thoughts about this, or what's your take?
My take. Well, there's a very old Jackson 5 song called I think it's One Bad Apple. I think it's called, where it's basically the song is going to say, "Don't." I think some girl broke her heart from a guy, or whatever, and Michael Jackson singing to her, and basically he's saying, "Don't let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch," which is basically the thing here. Not every police officer is bad.
Right.
There are people that, as with anything, there are people that are bad. That's with anything. And anyway, there's people that are bad drivers, or people that are bad parents. There's a lot of bad people out there as well. So don't think that these few speak for the whole. And I think that's what they're trying to impress upon everyone. That's not the issue. But there's such a for lack of a better word, ignorance about it, that they don't even look to see that there's bad. You know what I mean?
Right. That there's other ways, that they're just not open-minded to where there are other ways that there is bad in it.
Right. And they go upon the perception that the cops are 100% right all the time. And it's not the case.
Right.
Yeah, you can make a mistake, but unfortunately, the mistake that these guys make cost people lives. So do I think sometimes accidents happen? Sure. Do I think sometimes they hide things up? Sure. Do I think that they're all bad? No.
Right, absolutely.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of cases where that's what's being shown more, is because they are the ones that are bad. But I like the stories where their cops are playing ball with the kids or are dancing at picnics. I enjoy those stories because it shows that they're a little bit more human, even though they still need to do their job.
Right, absolutely. Right. It's still the mixed. Mike, you go ahead and I'll say what I have to say.
Okay. Basically how I feel about it is, like, I don't know. I think you have, I think the majority of what cops do, I think they do more good than bad. And I just think situations like this, they happen. And I think unfortunately, people do lose their lives. But I think also the media loves these kind of stories and they take it and they run with it. And that's all you see. They just blow it up out of proportion. And it's not like cops are specifically, taught to go after a certain race and just like kill off whoever they pull over from that certain race.
Right. That's how it's supposed to be.
It's just a few individual cops. It's not like they're, it's not like the department is purposely doing that. It's just a few individuals, and then they either screw up, or there are those individuals that are just wired a certain way, and they do it on purpose because they just have a sick mind. Because if you think about it, to be a cop, you're dealing with like scumbags all the time. You're not dealing with like normal people that you're
and not all the
talking
time
to.
though, right? But you can't be as an officer of the law, you can't be judgmental.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but
like all of them are scumbags that who you're going to deal with, because we have to remember it's innocence, until you're
but
proven.
but if a cop's called to a situation, he's not going there to go have fun. He's going there because there's some sort of problem. And the thing is that you're dealing with strangers that you don't know who these people are. And you're trained a specific way, and you have to have a certain mentality to go through that training to be a cop, and to have a somewhat aggressive attitude.
Right.
For certain times.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
You train them to be aggressive, and
I know, but
they get there and they get aggressive, and it escalates.
And that's just it.
Yeah,
do you think?
But they're not all. It all depends on what beat you're walking. Some areas are nicer than others. That you have.
Right. Some areas you have to be more tough when you go into, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not like a walk in the park where you just pull someone over and give me your driver's license and registration, and people are just willingly handing them over their license and registration. Sometimes there is conflict, which does lead into further problems in some areas.
But some are also like they're chemical, certain individuals are different. Like there's some cops can, turn on the aggressive attitude and turn it right back off. You know what I mean? But then there's some that are already chemically imbalanced with a super aggressive attitude.
Right. And, they go in, it's like a power trip.
Yeah, it's like a power trip. Exactly.
They go in and they abuse their authority.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how it is.
I agree. Well, right now we're going to go ahead and take it to break for the next few minutes. When we come back, we've got local news coming out. We got sports coming up. We've got entertainment, all kinds of things that are now trending. So make sure you stay tuned and you're listening in.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Tonino.
And we are What's Poppin' Culture on 24/7 Miami.
Catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. and rebroadcast throughout the whole week.
We have celebrity gossip, what's trending and trolling, watching social media so you don't have to.
We got current events, and we got some mixes from the hottest DJs in the 305.
You can follow us on Twitter at WPopInCulture.
Also, check us out on SoundCloud at What's Pop in Culture. And hey, what's the Instagram?
What's Poppin' Culture?
Follow us.
On 247miami.tv.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter at RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Do you know why we pulled you over?
Was it because I was speeding?
No, it's because you weren't listening to the
Tune in Thursdays at 8 p.m. on 24/7 Miami.
This is Wilma Shakespeare,
Anger,
and Disaster Chief from Miami's Vice City Rollers, inviting you to tune in to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv. New shows every Saturday at 9 p.m.
with encore replays Monday at noon and 10 p.m., Tuesdays at 10 a.m.,
and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and again at 10 p.m.
Find out everything you've ever wanted to know about roller derby in the 305.
Get the 411 on the women's team,
the men's team,
and even the juniors.
Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio.
On 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We've got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Taking a family of 5 to the amusement park can cost
small fortune.
Oh, yeah. So to save some money, we thought, hey, let's bring the amusement park to us. Go ahead.
All right, step right up, young man. Are you ready to ride the wacky waterfall?
That's just the bathtub with the shower head running.
Nope, it's the wacky waterfall.
It's the shower, Dad.
Waterfall.
Wacky.
There's an easier way to save. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com. Then buy online, over the phone, or at your local Geico office.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday.
And welcome back to Now Trending. We've got the latest on what's happening in not only South Florida, but all across the country and all across the world. Before we begin with our next segment, I've got a few shout outs to give. We have Painting with a Twist coming up, which is going to be located in Coral Springs. Painting with a Twist of Coral Springs is going to be a fundraiser, which is to benefit One Orlando. So that's going to be on next Thursday. Not next Thursday. I apologize. Next weekend, July 13th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will benefit One Orlando, which is an organization that supports victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting. So again, real great fun event. It is. For more information, please contact Michelle Falconer at 954-773-7928. Again, that's Michelle at 954-773-7928. It's for a small fee. You get to go. Each ticket, again, will go to charity, and you'll have a fun night of painting, and you could even bring your own wine or champagne, whichever you prefer. Another shout out I have, a good friend of mine is in desperate need of some barbers for his business up at Proper Cut, which is 8622 Northwest 44th Street up in Sunrise. You can give him a call. Let me give you that number. Again, that's going to be the Proper Cut. I know it's next to Strikers Bowling, and his number is 954-530-0980. Again, that contact number is 954-530-0980. He's located at 8622 Northwest 44th Street up in Sunrise. That's going to be next to Strikers Bowling Alley. Business hours Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Even has Sunday hours, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, he's in desperate need of some barbers, licensed barbers. So give him a shout out if you're looking for a job and you've got a barber's license. One more thing we've got to identify. Actually, two more things. Don't forget our hashtag Happy News, which if you have news, happy news to post today, please go ahead and do a hashtag of hashtag Happy News. So we'll be following that because we're trying to get things happy in the world today. One more thing, we're going to be having a drawing coming up shortly. We'll give details. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets for Pooches in the Pines, which is going to be another charity event, which is also going to be with the painting again, but that one will be located in Pembroke Pines. So we're going to have more details on that and to tell you how you can win 2 tickets to go to Pooches in the Pines. So we've got local news with our lovely Siobhan. Siobhan, tell us what's happening locally, all the fun in our city.
Well, actually, it's not good news for Miami. Not happy news, but we're going to turn this around, Miami. Miami has been voted the rudest city in America.
Go figure.
And that means that we have edged out New York City. So, New York City is notoriously known for being rude, but now they are.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Exactly. They are no longer holding the #1 spot that now has been awarded to Miami, according to an annual America's Favorite Places survey by Travel and Leisure magazine. So, surprisingly to me, I don't know if Mike was all that surprised about it, Phoenix, Arizona came in second, which I don't really get.
It seems to be more of a happier place.
Yeah.
People seem to be leaving Florida, especially for travel and tourism, and going to Arizona.
Well, maybe that's why all the Miami-ites have gone to Phoenix and corrupted it.
Miami-ites?
What do you guys call yourselves here?
Miamians.
Miamians, Floridians, South
Miamians.
Floridians. So yes, Phoenix. It's been a long time since I visited Phoenix, and I do not remember it being rude at all. So
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what that's about. However, it was rated number 2, and New York City came in 3rd, as voted by the readers. So what do you guys think of this? Can we turn it around?
I don't
Are we
know.
rude?
I was telling her before the show started that I think, like, I mean, I don't know, I haven't kept up with what's going on in Phoenix lately, but I know a couple years ago they had that issue where cops would, like, you know, were profiling, I guess, the Mexicans there and you know, stopping them and asking them to review their green cards or whatever. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that's still going on.
But
Maybe
that's a
kinda
great point
rude.
that you
I'm not
bring up
really
because
sure.
you know what, there is high levels of racial profiling in states such as Arizona, any states that are close to the border.
Yeah.
As far as Mexico, which isn't right. Again,
Yeah.
this isn't how we're supposed to be operating. However, that is a part of the country to where
Yeah.
they do get heavy amounts of those types of racial profiling.
Yeah.
So,
but
I mean, I don't really think. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's
Well, I
kind
mean,
of
it's
racial
right by the-
profiling, but I mean,
by the
if the
border.
cop stops you, just show them your green card and then just be on your merry way, and then that's it.
well, that's the problem that everybody's carrying a green card.
This is
Well,
a
maybe
survey
they
from
should-
Travel and Leisure magazine, so I would assume that it's people who travel and not so
It
much
is.
live in these places.
Right, yeah, and that's what it was. It was people that travel to all of these different cities and who typically do. However, I do find that we may be the rudest city in America, and I agree with that survey.
We were also said to be the snobbiest, and recently we were voted as as the worst place to live in America. You know, as far as the socioeconomic and cost of living and income and all that good stuff. So anyway,
You're
okay.
I
you're,
can totally.
I don't want
I
to say
can.
you're a newcomer. I don't want
I
to say
am a
you're-
newcomer,
right?
I have to
But
say,
do you get what you pay for here? You're in South Florida now, okay? And
but I'm coming from New York City, so we're comparing.
So
very different things.
So wait. So the badness happened when you got here from New
Well, this is what I'm trying not
Siobhan brought it.
to. I'm trying not to take it
Brought it.
personally because New York City was the rudest place when I lived there, and now that I'm here in Miami's the rudest. I hope
No,
it's not
maybe
a
it's
reflection
you.
of me. I didn't want to bring this with me.
Yeah.
But seriously, I don't know that I would say Miamiites are rude.
Miami.
I don't think it. I think though it's just a combination. I think it's a combination of people being from all over the place. I think we have communication, we have language barriers, which what was it? Ralph Pagano, I believe he owns some Pagano. He has different restaurants around here, and he did give his opinion in regards to this survey. Saying that maybe it's just maybe lack of communication. Maybe travelers who come here, when they go to ask people, okay, we're such and such, if the person doesn't speak English, then, maybe that the tourist may feel like offended because they weren't answered or, when meanwhile that person couldn't answer them. So, it's a combination, but in my opinion, yes, as being born and raised here, things have changed. And I say it myself. I mean,
You think it's ruder than it was when you were younger?
it's much more rude, and I have a much tougher skin now
Yeah.
than I did before. I'm very nice and polite, I think, as it is. But over the past, I'd say 5 to 10 years, I've grown this really tough skin, and it's just to be able to walk out the door and just do my normal daily activities.
I've always said about New York that New Yorkers individually are awesome. They're the nicest people in the world. But as a whole, as a group,
Right.
New Yorkers are jerks.
The
So
mob
maybe that's
mentality.
why they are still in that,
I
number
have
3
to
spot.
totally agree with Joy with this because, like, whenever I go out now, like, everybody has such like a tough
Everybody's
exterior
entitled.
on them, and they're always very protective of themselves. Like just personality wise, like they don't like when strangers approach them and try to
Then you
small
gotta
talk
mug 'em
with
is
them.
Probably why.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, that's another thing. It's I don't really know what's changed in the city the past like 5 years, but I have noticed it. It's like the lunatics are kind of running the asylum down here.
You know what? I'd have to agree with that. But again, I think it's a blend where sometimes people are on the defense or more protective. But then have you ever come into that situation to where some people feel more entitled around here? We have a large mixture of classes when it comes down here. Think we have like Miami, we have South Beach. But then you have, like Star Island. Then you have Fisher Island to where, you take the ferry over. But then now we're all at a point where we're all in the city and we're all mixed together. So you have, these people who are millionaires to where, and then you have the homeless and the same. So of course, to be honest, I mean, of course it shouldn't be that way, but let's be real here, a millionaire is not going to be so friendly to the local bum on the street to where, I mean, I'm just friendly to everybody. I don't want to say, I mean, I have my guard up, but if there's a bum on the street, I'm not going to make him feel like he's just not existing. I feel like I have the need to say, I'm supposed to say hello and to make that person at least feel human.
I think social media and what the music that they play down here like plays a part into the psyche of what everybody wants to be, because
correct.
All the music's about like it's all in someone individually, and it's like, I'm awesome, you're not, you're blah,
right.
blah blah blah. And then on social media, everybody's taking pictures of themselves, and because they're getting all these likes, they think that they're better than other people.
Right.
And I don't know, I just think it plays a part. Not saying it's the exact answer, but that's my theory.
Well,
No, I
Miami
agree.
is very materialistic.
Exactly.
It is.
I want to move out of here.
materialistic.
And the rush hour has gotten terrible.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Roads. We will get into roads even next
All right,
week.
Drew, what's your opinion?
Do you want to know what Drew's opinion is?
Yeah.
My opinion is, I think this problem can be anywhere, not just here, because you're always going to have classes, and I think the lower or medium or middle classes now are starting to slowly try to take charge, and in doing so, you're alienating the upper classes. So I think it's where that friction is what you're getting now because of that. Does that mean we're a hard place to travel? No, I don't. Opinions are. What did we say earlier?
What did I say? I said, yeah, opinions
Like butts.
are.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everyone's got one. So on a bad day, the bad person who had a bad trip doesn't make the whole city horrible. So
Wow.
I don't blame them. I don't think it's the way it should be. I think
that's me. Sorry.
Thanks, Mike, for your great
Mike.
For
It's 'cause I'm
anybody who's
using a Mac.
watching, I agree. But
It's because I'm using a Mac and it's got the autoplay on.
But for anyone who's
Yeah,
watching,
turn off
also
the
please
autoplay.
excuse our technical difficulties on YouTube. We're kind of having some internet issues.
Yeah.
I believe it's YouTube. We're gonna say YouTube's the one having issues.
Yeah.
But for right now, while
yeah.
YouTube is having those issues,
Now
at
you
least
guys
can
know
still
what I've been going through when I
hear
was bored up.
us. At least you can hear us. You can't really see us that much. It's kind of dizzying, confusing, and tripping. But right now, we've got sports with Mike. Mike, tell us what's going on in the world of sports.
Where's my music? Where's my music at? Anyway.
Well, you started to play your own music.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not
You're
that.
just
It's
a
just
little
that
ahead of
it's got an auto on the Mac. It's got like autoplay, and there's no way for me to turn it off. I don't know what it is, but anyway, Heat
Give me the
news.
Settings.
Yeah. No, I went through all the settings. All right, moving on. In Heat news, last week, Wade agreed to a 2-year, $47.5 million deal with his hometown Bulls. He said, "I'm a Heat for life. I'll always be. I'm always going to be a Heat. I would be a fool to ever leave this city and this state." Well, I guess he is a fool because that's exactly what he did.
Well, let's
He
discuss
has
this.
not-
Yeah, he's been with us 13 years here in
Has
Miami.
Not signed the paperwork yet, people.
It doesn't matter, but he agreed. I mean,
They didn't sign
well,
it.
don't agree.
Okay, so Wade has not signed the paperwork yet to officially become
okay,
a team member of
officially,
the
but
Bulls. Yes or no?
From
That's-
everything
I
I've
wanna
been
know where we're
hearing on the
Have the
media
Bulls- have the
and the
Bulls
radio,
announced-
it's over. He's
Has
gonna
the
leave.
Bulls announced his addition? Is joining them?
No,
You're absolutely right.
but
There
they've
hasn't
announced that
been-
they agreed.
So
Yeah, but I'm just saying all speculation. I
didn't
haven't heard any
sign.
reports saying, well, he hasn't really signed exactly.
I think
so.
no, but you know what though, the
I
way
don't know,
the media
man.
and press works in publicity,
exactly, they put that stuff out
that's
ahead of time, thinking
Well,
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be right.
there's no way you could come back to the Heat now.
Sure, you could.
How?
why not? He hasn't
They,
signed.
they don't
He
have the
has
money
not
anymore
signed.
because they
Listen,
don't have the
listen.
cap space no more
Where
because they
there's a-
signed other players.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh my god!
And those other players they signed can be
So
cut.
Wade will come back for even less money that he was offered now.
No.
That's the only way you could come
Well,
back.
First of all, the only difference between what Chicago's offering and what Miami's offering was like $7 million. And when you go through the taxes, it's pretty much the same amount of money.
Yes, but I'm saying
so
with-
that means they still have that money. And even if someone else took a pay cut, will be named later. He could still be back here. You never know until he signs that paper with Chicago.
Yes,
It
I
would
know,
be
but
like-
with the new players that the Heat have agreed
Cut.
to take on,
Cut.
yes, they haven't signed exactly, but they have agreed with multiple
Cut.
with. Oh my God, where are the players' names here? They agree with Udonis Haslam for
He's-
$4 million a
yes,
deal. They
he's signed.
agreed for a 2-year,
He's gonna be
$12 million
retiring in 2
deal with
years.
Wayne Ellington, and then they have Tyler Johnson, who they're trying to match a 4-year, $50 million
that was
offer
matched.
with
that
him.
was matched.
So if they take on all those players and they actually sign, then if Wade wants to come back, he's going to even take less than the 2-year, $40 million offer that they originally gave him because they don't have the cap space to take him back.
I'm just letting you know.
All right.
What are our
Jesus
feelings?
Christ.
Okay, as
Hasn't
Miamians,
signed
and we've had Wade for the past 13 years, with his decision, let's say it is final, that more than likely, I mean, the odds are more heavier that he would be going to Chicago. But as Miamians, like I said, we've had him 13 years. What are our opinions on him leaving us now? He's been our man. He's been the Heat.
He was the
face.
glue. He was the glue and the leader that held that team together.
You know what I mean? He's been the Heat face for, again, 13
Mm-hmm.
years. And now with him, you know, making that decision to leave, you know, of course, at least we didn't do like how they did in Cleveland when LeBron left them at first and were causing riots and
weren't people
burning
burning jerseys last week? I thought they were.
I don't know. I heard no
Yeah,
people
I
were
saw
like,
that, I
I'm not going to, were they really?
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah,
really
there
get to a
was-
point?
I don't think it was on the same level.
Yeah, it
as
wasn't on the
LeBron,
same level.
but
I mean,
it
we're
happened.
Miami. We could get through it. We're not Cleveland.
I mean,
We got
yeah,
other things to do.
I agree. But what do you think?
All our Cleveland fans, please send mail too.
Yeah. Send it to me. I'll burn all your letters.
Well, I actually, I know I'm new to Miami, but I think there's something to say about loyalty. You know, I mean, I am a sports fan and I have my teams that I follow, and you get your player that just kind of is the face of that team, and then for them to leave, I don't know. I think there's something about loyalty, and it's sad to see someone not be loyal.
Well, I can understand that. But
What was the
thing-
amount that the Heat
but the
offered,
thing-
Wade? Again, wasn't it like 40 million?
240. But here's the
2
thing.
years, $40 million.
But here's the thing: to sign the big
But
three,
he agreed.
He agreed to cut his contract.
Yeah.
So he's done stuff for the team to get what they wanted. Now is a point where, come on, the guy's done what he's going to do. He's going to play maybe 2-3 more years. Let him leave here.
Is $40 million for 2 years not enough for somebody?
That's what I think too.
It's not. That's what everyone keeps thinking. It's not about the money.
Well, it's not
What's
about
it
the
about?
loyalty.
What's
It's
it
not
about?
about the
What's it about?
loyalty. It's not about
But
the
it's not the
loyalty,
money.
because if it was about the loyalty, then he would have stayed.
Yeah.
But he's done his fair share in
What do you
13
mean?
years. He did in 13
But then he
years.
thinks he has not done his fair share if he's going to leave us for more money to go to the
But
Bulls.
he's not leaving for more money. He's leaving because he's not. Let's put it this way:
He wants to go home.
You're playing.
Who would want to go to Chicago?
You're playing 13
Exactly.
years. You're playing 13 years.
Right.
You've cut your contracts more than one time to let the
Right.
team hire more
Yes.
people.
Right. Okay. And
Okay.
wasn't it the lack of
Wait, wait, wait.
respect?
I'm going
Wait,
to
wait,
counter
wait.
your argument. I'll let you finish,
Wait.
but I'm going to counter it.
You're let's say I can even say you're coasting to the last portion of your career. Yeah, but you still got speed, you still got cut, you still can play. You still can make a difference for this team itself, if not physically, maturely as a player helping another player out. Then some guy who's been here 1 year signs 4 times what you would have gotten paid.
Who's the better player?
The one
He
that
was
was
making-
seasons and got 3 rings. So
But as it stands right now, let's
talking-
not
you're
talk
talking
about
about
history.
Wade or
Let's
LeBron?
not, okay,
No, I'm
let's not talk about history.
because you scored 30 points a game. The other
You
guy
know.
doesn't.
Right.
He's don't get me wrong, he makes a difference,
Right.
but he's not scoring 30 points a game.
Right. Absolutely.
He's not making 3-5.
So what was the
steals a game
reason though then that they've?
Because he's the future.
Who's the future?
But why is he
Wade?
the future?
I don't know.
Because he's younger.
And this is we're talking about.
Was it 4 years, $98 million?
No, we're talking about the player's name though. What's his name?
Whiteside, Hassan Whiteside.
Right.
I don't think that has anything to do with
But
it.
if he is the
I
future,
think Wade
but
knows.
that's what I'm saying. That is the future. Wade can't keep up with him. Wade
Yeah.
can't. It's going to be a part where he's going to be much better
Granted, but you
than
wouldn't,
Wade.
but
so
you
of
wouldn't
course,
be able to get where you are and get have
okay,
what you were.
where
without
is
him.
Wade going to take Chicago Bulls? Where's Chicago
No,
Bulls going to go
nowhere.
this year?
'Cause Chicago's not as talented as the Heat.
It's not. That's the point. Who wanted him?
You understand?
But who wanted him?
The Heat wanted him.
The Heat,
The Heat, and there was a couple other
You
teams
want
that
him.
wanted him. I think the Knicks were
You
one.
want him.
I think
If you
Cleveland
want
was
him-
one.
If you want him, you would do whatever you got to get him.
Well,
No,
then
you
maybe
can't
then
do-
if
you don't have
nobody
the
wanted
money
him,
to.
then that shows a big. That you know what? Then that shows something. Then he's not up to par for what he's asking for.
Okay.
Furthermore,
Okay.
police officers and cops don't make crap.
Yeah.
Okay, talking
Neither
about
teachers.
2 years for
Neither
that's what I'm
teachers.
saying. And teachers
But
for $40 million,
great.
and
Then
we're
why-
talking about.
Then why fight about it? Let him go.
Look, okay. You want to talk about him making less money, sacrificing to make less money over the years to, I don't know, bring together another team. Okay, 2011 he played 49 games. 2012 he played 69 games. 2013 he played 54. 2014 he played 62. So he's playing less games.
No, he's playing
So
the same average. It sounds like.
What are you talking about?
Read it again.
What are you talking about?
Start
In
again,
an
start
80
again.
game season, in 2011 he played 49 games because of his knee issues or whatever.
That's right. He had issues too.
2012 he played 69. 2013 he played 54. 2014 he played 62. He's playing less games. So
he's breaking down.
Technically,
He's breaking down
because he took the pay cut. Technically, it's merited because he was playing less games anyways. It's not like he's playing.
And he's breaking
games.
down. He's having injuries
and
there's
coming
going
off
to be
of
better.
and coming off of 2014.
First, let me tell you. My name is not Mickey Harrison, so don't argue with me. Second thing.
You know what, Drew?
Second thing. I can't even say it. There were other people on the team that are making a lot more money and playing even fewer games. But I won't say. I'll digress. Shouldn't their contracts be changed?
Yeah.
If what you're saying,
maybe they can do that. I don't know what the deal with that.
So what's the reason?
But
What
I'm just
is
saying,
the secret?
I'm just saying. Okay. And then last year they gave him 1 year, $20 million, right? And he was coming off of a season where he only played 62 games. Then he wanted 3 years. Last year he wanted a contract for 3 years, $50 million. But last year instead they gave him 1 year, $20 million. And then this year they offered him 2 years for $40 million. So within those 3 years
they would have paid
he would have been making $60 million, which would have been $10 million more than what he originally wanted last year. So
but then why
doesn't
that
sound good?
But if you're the financial part of your team and you know what you're going to afford this year or next year, why not pay him the $50 million, keep him for 3 years?
Okay, so
yeah, they should have done that, but I don't know why they didn't do that. But the point is that wouldn't he want to return because he's making $10 million more than what he originally wanted last year anyway?
There's a different reason.
Here's what I have to say about this: is that no one's offering me
at 35 years old. Why is he going to go to a Chicago Bulls team that's not going to win anything?
Okay, here's what I have to say about this. Again, no one's offering me $40 million yet for a 2-year contract with my big radio career here. So now we're off to entertainment news with Siobhan. Take it away, Siobhan.
Well, my last thought on Wade here before I get into
I didn't even get to my other stuff, but whatever.
We will.
That's the main topic. That's the main topic.
We have more time.
But remember,
for the last
he
segment.
hasn't signed yet.
All right. Well, I just somebody should ask him how he feels in the dead of January in Chicago when we're here in Miami, 80 degrees.
That's where he's from. He's from the area.
I'm fine.
So in entertainment news, we have some openings this week, some good movies coming up. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
That's right. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, the long-awaited follow-up movies coming up this Friday.
Can't wait.
I think that's pretty much the only one that really has. I mean, there's a couple others. Kristen Stewart has 2 movies that she's in that are coming out this week. One is called
none of the vampire in it, right?
No. One is called Equals, which is not getting great reviews. About a couple who recovers from some mysterious disease and gets feelings back, and it just seems weird. I think that was directed if I'm not no, it's this other one. The other one she's in is called Cafe Society, and it's about this young man who goes to Hollywood and falls in love with his uncle's secretary. His uncle is a high-powered agent, and then he returns to New York and gets caught up in the nightlife scene. This is directed by Woody Allen, so you can figure it out from there.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? Woody Allen is such a great director for so long, and I think I've only seen like one of his movies.
I agree.
It's weird. I really need to catch up on them because I heard they're all really good. They're all pretty classic.
They're
movies.
interesting.
No,
I think you have to be a fan
of
him. I think you
I think I would. I think I would enjoy them.
I don't think
it's
you
just
would.
I'm just surprised that I haven't seen.
I don't think you would.
Movies.
I don't think you would.
Why not?
Why not?
Like
He's Jewish. He's funny.
Well, why not? I don't.
He's very wry
Yeah,
humor.
it's not really funny.
I don't know. It's like me, like now getting into the superhero. I never thought I'd be a fan, and now I'm starting to.
Maybe I might not love it, but I could probably watch it and appreciate it.
I think you would appreciate it. I'm still on the fence about how I feel about Woody Allen.
He's not that.
Because I mean, his
He's not
history.
that
He doesn't have the
brand.
greatest history.
Yeah.
When it comes to his personal life.
Because he doesn't even know the history, but he's not gonna like the movies. He's not.
Yeah,
He might like one.
I don't
He might
find
like
him
2.
interesting.
No, I don't either. I don't.
What about Annie Hall? Isn't
It's a
Annie Hall supposed to
classic.
be
It's
like
all
his
right.
best one?
No.
Classics are decided by people who think they know what they're talking about. But
Okay, so
Thanks,
moving
Drew.
on to non-Woody Allen movies, we have
thank you.
tops at the box office. Number 3 coming in third was Finding Dory, which made $1.3 million for a total of $422
Ooh.
million. Coming in.
$1 million.
$422 million.
That's yeah.
Has anyone watched it?
Animated movie?
Here?
For a cartoon. I have not seen it.
Have you seen it, Drew?
No, but my kids and my wife have seen it.
Yeah.
They loved it.
And is there going to be another one? Did they say that there's going to be another one after?
$420 million in the first 2 weeks? Yeah, there'll be another one.
There is.
You heard it here
Just trying
first.
to buy everything.
Coming in second this week
Dwayne Wade
was
will make it.
coming in second this week was The Legend of Tarzan with $20.6 million
I
just
need to
this
check
weekend for a total of $81.4 million.
Wow.
Okay, now that movie I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Christoph Waltz.
And first place this week, The Secret Life of Pets, which looks really cute. I would like to see that. Also, it made $103 million this weekend. So, woohoo! A lot of cute, happy furry movies.
I missed out on a bunch of movies over the past couple weeks.
You got some catching up to do.
Yeah, I know. I need a movie partner.
I agree. We're gonna go on a search for that'll be our next like drawing for
Nobody
the show.
likes movies anymore.
No, for our next
Say, hey, you wanna go to
drawing
movies?
for a show, we're
Nah,
gonna
that's
give
fun.
a date with Mike.
Oh,
I
I
think we should get some
like it.
contestants in here.
Oh my God.
And we're gonna ask them questions.
I like it.
So until then, we're gonna take a break right now. So coming up after break, we have the mayor calling us from New York, giving us all the latest stats and talk and sports, and him and Mike will get together and discuss even more sports. We've got national news and more fun stuff coming up. Again, please remember, if you're going to post any happy news today, give us a shout out with the hashtag happy news on that posting so we can follow it. And again, we're going to give details soon coming up for our drawing for a giveaway that we're going to be having shortly. So please stay tuned.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know happiness is to you. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
I'm Erica,
And I'm Tonino.
and we are What's Poppin' Culture on 24/7 Miami.
Catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. and rebroadcast throughout the whole week.
We have celebrity gossip, what's trending and trolling, watching social media so you don't have to.
We got current events and we got some mixes from the hottest DJs in the 305.
You can follow us on Twitter at WPopInCulture.
Also check us out on SoundCloud at What's Pop in Culture. And hey, what's the Instagram?
What's Poppin' Culture?
Follow us.
On 247miami.tv.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter at RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Do you know why we pulled you over?
Was it because I was speeding?
No. It's because you weren't listening to the
Tune in Thursdays at 8 p.m. on 24/7 Miami. This is Wilma Shakespeare, Anger,
and Disaster Chief
from Miami's Vice City Rollers, inviting you to tune in to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv. New shows every Saturday at 9 p.m.
with encore replays Monday at noon and 10 p.m., Tuesdays at 10 a.m.
and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and again at 10 p.m.
Find out everything you've ever wanted to know about roller derby in the 305.
Get the 411 on the women's team
The men's team.
And even the juniors.
Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio
Rink Rash Radio.
on 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We've got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Tonino.
And we are What's Poppin' Culture on 24/7 Miami.
Catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. and rebroadcast throughout the whole week.
We have celebrity gossip, what's trending and trolling, watching social media so you don't have to.
We got current events and we got some mixes from the hottest DJs in the 305.
You can follow us on Twitter at WPopInCulture.
Also check us out on SoundCloud at What's Pop in Culture. And hey, what's the Instagram?
What's Poppin' Culture.
Follow us.
Oh, what a day. And a perfect day. I would have it start this way. Open up the fridge and have a tall boy. Yeah. Then I'd meet up with my friends. Head out to the game.
And we're back to Now Trending. And we got the mayor coming up in just a few minutes. So before I get him on the line, I want to give a shout out to his show. We've got the mayor. He is on every Tuesday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the Wacko Bob Radio Network. His show is called After Further Review 2.0, a.k.a. The Sideline Pass. So let me get the mayor here on the line. Mr. Mayor, are you here?
Did you click speaker? Don't click speaker.
No, if I don't click it.
You should be there. Mayor! Mayor! No, he's got to call back. We got to call him back. I have him hooked up.
Let me see. Hello? I think maybe he may have us on hold.
I don't know.
Did you put him on hold?
Did you show it up?
What did we do? Why can't we get the mayor?
Hello, Mayor.
We got the pot on.
We have just all kinds of technical
Yeah.
difficulties today.
That's because that's what happens. You take 2 weeks off, you lose focus.
Hello?
I hear him. Turn your volume up.
Hello.
Is it me?
Is your volume up on your phone?
Yeah.
What's
That's
going
weird.
on?
I
This is
hear
Mayor
him.
in the building.
I hear him very, very faintly.
What's happening? Yes, ma'am. I'm here. What's happening?
I hear him very, very
I can
faintly.
hear him. No one else can hear him though.
Hello?
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
okay.
Can we hear it now? The mayor, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. What's happening?
Everything's good down here. How's it going up there?
Everything's everything. It's hot. It's hot in the streets. It's hot, in the house. It's hot everywhere. So, but I'm in the building, man. I'm here to kick it with my people, man. What's going on?
And nothing. We're just happy to have you here. I know you're real busy today, and I was giving everybody your information. Your show every Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. After Further Review 2.0, a.k.a. The Sideline Pass. We're happy to have you here, as always. So what's going on in sports? I know you had a lot to talk about.
Everything's going on.
No, we lost me. It's got to be the cable. It's got to be the cable. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Consistency. Pull it out and see if we still have them.
Let's see.
Going on, but I'm in the middle of doing some stuff. I'm going to help out for the ladies of hip hop night at Lincoln Center in Manhattan. Actually, I'm on my way there now, and I'm going to help out.
Play my speaker. That's probably your best bet.
Put him on speaker. There we go.
Man, earlier talking about Dwayne Wade, I think the situation with Dwayne Wade is simple as this, man. He wanted to go home. Miami Heat played him out. Nothing with Pat Riley ends up nice. We all know Pat Riley's history. Everything ends up bad. When you break away and separate from Pat Riley, it's usually on some bad note. So, Dwayne Wade, he fell back and Shaq came and they won a title. He fell back. LeBron came and won a title with him, won 2 titles with him, as a matter of fact. I think that Dwayne Wade was just asking for his, he sat back long enough to let everybody else get the shine. He just wanted to, to be reciprocated, and Miami wasn't having that, so he went home to Chicago, and I'm not mad at him for that.
Neither am I.
And I don't see how people who, I understand how people try to feel some kind of way because he did. People now say that he's the greatest athlete in Miami sports history and all that. But you don't want to get that dude his money, so he bounced.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think 2 years, $40 million is a fair offer. I mean, what should the market dictate for him?
I mean, if you got cats out here like Mike Conley getting 153 for 5 years, you know what I mean? I think you could dig in your pocket a little bit deep for Dwayne Wade, man. You know what I mean? It's that simple. But I'm good. I don't have to worry about those problems that the Miami Heat have and the Bulls have, because I'm Knicks all day, and we get ready to be back in the building. So I'm getting my collar ready so I can start popping it. You heard?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So your Knicks have what? They got Joakim Noah now. So how do you feel about that?
We got Derrick Rose. We got Courtney Lee. I think our team is gonna be ready, man, to make some noise in the Eastern Conference this year, man. I'm not really looking at everybody else got pie in the sky ideas about top 3, top 4 in the East. I'm not really ready to go there yet. I want to see how they gel together first. Yeah. I'm excited about the season. I know we can snatch one of those 8 spots in the East. I know we can get one of them. That's no problem. You know what I mean? But I just want to see how the team gels. We got distributor now. We got scoring and perimeter. We got a little bit of toughness in the inside. And everybody's talking about how Joe Kim and Derrick Rose are injury prone. I think Derrick Rose is playing for his next contract, so he's going to be motivated. He played 66 games last year. And Joakim Noah basically the same thing. He's home. Mm-hmm. Joakim Noah's talking crazy already in interviews. He's like, "Yo, I'm ready to get it popping." He's home now. You know what I mean? He's like, "You ready to light the garden up, man?" And that's what's going to be the difference. You're going to bring some energy back into the building, and Joakim Noah is going to be that dude. The garden's going to be rocking, man. So that's all. I'm looking forward to it, man. And all that. I'm looking forward to the All-Star game tomorrow night. They named the starters today: Chris Sale for the American League, Johnny Cueto for the National League. I think it's going to be a great game. Too many Cubs in the game, if you ask me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. So okay, for the Knicks, like, how far do you think they can go? Like, assuming they all gel together and the chemistry is great. Like, what are your expectations there?
The remark the young lady made about New York as being jerks, man. You need to, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. And Drew, man, why you just stand up for the whole team, my G? You got the Miami ID card. You threw away your subway pass. What's happening?
Yeah, man. I don't ride the subway. No one's subway down here.
Oh man, I don't know. I really just don't understand this Wade thing. I really don't.
Yeah, man. So that's the deal with Dwayne Wade and all that, man. But shout out to Tim Duncan, man. Great career. I'm gonna start out of here because I'm running late. I gotta be at the Lincoln. So to be there by 5, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
All right.
Great show. Y'all do your thing. Joy, get at me behind the scenes. You already know the mayor's in the building tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about Kenny Smith's State of the Union in regards to NBA. 8 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Wacko Bob Network, courtesy of Mixler.com. The math is 954-246-0398.
Do you have more sports?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Yeah. So all right, Mayor. All right, Mayor. Stay busy.
Is he out? Yeah, he's
the
mayor is very busy today. He's got he has a hip hop award show going on this evening. It's a hip hop show. He's
hip hop parade.
He's I think I don't even know if Mayor, if I just hung up on you, I terribly apologize. My phone is kind of on the blinks today. Since we were trying to get him, but he did. He had to run today. He we spoke earlier, and he was telling me he does. He's tonight. The show that he's working with is going to be with Queen Latifah. It's a big hip hop thing going on up there in New York. So
that's going old school. Queen Latifah hip hop.
He is. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. It does. Does it make you miss New York, Siobhan?
Yeah, I was really missing New York this weekend hard. So I even called my mom and told her.
Now, what about it? Do you miss all the rude people?
No, they're not rude.
No, we came in the most rude. Don't you recall?
No, I know, but she said that when she used to live up there, they were voted most rude.
I never saw them as rude. As a whole, they're rude. Like as a crowd, they're rude.
When I was 15,
anybody as a whole. If you get anybody individually, they're probably not going to be rude.
Right, but it's like New Jersey also. New Jersey is known for like one of the attitude capitals, like attitude places in the country. And when I was 15 and I went up there, I had a shirt that I brought back that said New Jersey attitude capital of the world, which I don't. I don't want to say they have attitudes, but then again, maybe when you're just from,
it's a
They
tough
don't.
neighborhoods.
They're
and
just
stuff,
they're hard to understand.
I think we're just more.
They seem like
okay,
they got a chip on their shoulder, but they don't.
They don't, and it's a lot of Italians up there. And sometimes I think we just come off more. Like I come off smart aleck, but it's more in a humorous way. It's not to be, but to some people it can be in a real anal cavity way that they think would.
Okay.
Yes, some would say I'm an a-hole. But anyhow, it's in a funny way. It's definitely in a funny way. So Siobhan, you have some national news for us?
We
Tell
have
us what's going
some
on.
national and international news.
Oh, whoa.
Something I just feel so out of touch with and old, maybe. This whole Pokemon Go trend that it's been out for a week, maybe less, and it's already the #1 free app on iTunes and Android. So basically, it's a mobile game that you play with your mobile device where you capture trained creatures as if they existed in the real world, and you raise them to fight for your amusement. So, you guys into this? Were you into Pokemon when you were 20 years ago?
No. How does it work though? Are you supposed to track yourself, and do you become a bad person?
No. So basically, you use your cell phone or mobile device to go out into the real world and find these little creatures hidden around. I don't know who hid them or if it was the developers, or that is beyond me. But you go out, you find them, and when you find one, you have to capture it by throwing the little red Pokeball at it. And if you capture it, it's yours to keep, and you can train it to fight for you. And you just collect these little creatures along the way. I think people have said that it's a way to get out and get off of the couch and actually interact with the real world. But then you're still
it's a video game on the go.
It is. You're still walking around with your phone right in front of your face as if no one else is around.
Yeah, just like everybody does in any situation.
So instead of taking selfies now, people are looking for little invisible creatures.
Which
is it invisible or is it a tangible?
I think it's cool.
It shows up on your phone, but it's not an actual thing.
So when you get there, you tag yourself in that spot, and then as you were there, and then you
it's like a CGI. It's a little graphic animation guy.
Yeah, I think what you guide your phone through wherever you are, and and once it pops up on your phone, you hit a button to throw the Pokeball.
Right.
And then I think there's also places where you could train them, and then you could you go to a certain area that's a gym.
A gym,
and
exactly.
then you
wow,
can
Mike,
fight
you really know
people.
a lot about this.
I was gonna say.
Well, that's because all my coworkers play it.
But it's only been
I'm
out
trying
a
to
week.
pick up
It
on how
hasn't.
it all works.
But hasn't it only been out as a week?
Right.
As long as a week.
Yeah.
But it's a huge thing because my generation, we grew
all
up
the
with
cool
Pokemon.
kids are doing it.
Yeah,
I
all the cool
am
kids.
older than that generation.
No,
so.
It's funny because it's I feel like I'm cool for not doing it, but society doesn't dictate that I'm not cool for doing it.
One, is this what we're really coming to as far as activities within the world?
Yes.
Two, yes, right. And then two, this past week, there's been different crimes related to this Pokemon Go.
People have lured individuals or groups of players to certain places in order to rob them
of their Pokemon,
of their Pokemon, of their phones or money. So basically, don't go somewhere by yourself in the middle of the night. Don't go into an alley. Just, everything, be smart.
Team Rocket's going to get you.
No, another story was that the Pokemon Go smartphone game led a woman to a body in a river.
Oh, I heard that, yes.
So, and we're talking an application on our phones
that's creepy.
only been out for a week.
That's creepy.
So, we understand the purposes, the fun of it. Okay, the activity, kind of like a scavenger hunt. But then they added the virtual gaming into it. But then you have, again, where now it's going to start leading people. Well, will it? Just imagine over a week that you have a group of people who just sat there and thought, you know what, we're going to use this application now to go ahead and lure people into certain areas just to go ahead and rob them.
Yeah. So the developers say that eventually you will be able to trade your creatures among people. So I don't know. I see kind of a black market value coming up for these
Well, hopefully
Pokemon
your creatures can jump out of your phone and kick someone's rear end
games
when
in
they
the
go to
real world
rob
don't
you.
mix.
Well,
I don't.
It's kind of like The Sims, Pokemon style, and on the go. So yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to download it just to see what all the fuss is about, but it would be another
Go on a Pokemon safari on your day off. Just drive around.
Yes,
catch 'em
and
all in one
It's
day.
such a great idea.
Angie is
It's such a
showing us
good
her
idea.
Pokemon right now.
Oh, we've got
Roy
a
knows.
Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, we should have. Wait, hold on. Wait,
So we have a person who is on the Pokemon bandwagon.
we have a user, a guest user. Tell us. Okay, how long have you had the application downloaded on
Let me
your phone,
say, guys,
Angie?
she
We have
is so
Angie here.
excited right now.
We have Angie, the administrative assistant here at CSB, and
Administrative coordinator. For
administrative
correction.
coordinator. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I had that
Coordinator of
correctly.
administrations.
How long have you had the Pokemon Go app installed on your phone?
For a week.
And how long have you been using it? Obviously, for
How many hours have you devoted to it?
I will not go any longer than 6 hours.
And
at
that's-
one point, like during a time.
When you first
Well,
turned
that's
it
just
on.
the beginning.
When you first turned it on, how long before you turned it on?
How did you start? Tell us your journey.
Oh, well, when I first turned it on, it was like, what? I can tell you by times. When I first heard about it, it was like around like 3, didn't stop till like I was 2 in the morning.
But you went to places. You went to places to
so
find
that
things.
That means you literally turned on your phone, charged your phone,
Oh, I charged the heck out of it.
and played it. There you go.
And then I kept
But then
playing,
so you went to
See, look, I'm on
places.
28% because I still have it on.
Okay, so you went to different places. Like it tells you where to go. Where are some of the
Well, it
places
doesn't
that
tell
you went?
where, well, it doesn't tell you where to go. You have to go find them. That's kind of pretty much the point of Pokemon Go.
But what it gives you clues.
No, it gives you a little trail of like little footsteps if you're closer or if you're far away from it.
But what do? You tag your location,
Yeah, it depends on your GPS. So because it's linked to Google,
right?
So it uses Google Maps to show you where everything is. So it gives you a map of your neighborhood of wherever you are. So if I were to go,
Where did it
back
take
on
you?
it, So if I were to go back on
What's
it,
the closest one to here?
If you were to go back on it.
Can you tell
When
us
did you
the
come up
closest
with
one to
that?
here? There's
there
probably one in
is
this
nothing
building.
there.
There's nothing on the 6th floor.
No, the only
Honduran embassy.
nearby is the Honduran embassy.
You sure there's no Pokemon hidden in the Honduran embassy?
So
This
I
is not
just-
the
I
Honduran
just wanna
embassy,
put
and
it
there are
out
no
there 'cause
Pokemon
I
here.
felt really proud of myself. I
Yeah.
got a freaking Squirtle.
And what's
I don't know what that is.
yeah?
Did you get a shot
Where
for
have you
that?
gone? Where did it send you to? So where did you start?
Where did I start?
Yes.
The front of my house.
Okay, and where was the first location that it led you to? Where
did
the
you find your first
closest-
creature?
Oh, right there in my kitchen.
Oh.
It's in the
No,
house.
it was a Charmander.
Oh, a Charmander. I know
It
what a
was
Charmander
My
is.
first
gosh.
Pokemon was a Pidgey, and then I got a Rattata, and it was out there at the park.
Let me ask you now, how many creatures do you have?
Now?
Well, let me ask you a question. When you get a creature,
she hasn't answered.
I have 48.
Oh, 48 creatures
48
You sure you only spent 6 hours?
in 1 week.
she's lying. Look at that. Let me ask you a question.
No, because she
If
said
you-
she was started at 3 p.m. and didn't get off till 2 a.m. That's 11 hours right there.
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
So if you catch a creature, is it still available for someone else to catch, or is it gone?
I believe so. I think it's still available if you're lucky enough. If it doesn't start wandering off.
Oh, they move.
Okay.
Yeah, they start moving.
Did
around.
you Uber to any location? Just to get
Her
there,
face
just to
says
get
yes.
it. Just to go get your
Guilty.
Pokemon.
I needed.
Spent money.
I needed to. Get,
Did you
Spent
Uber
money.
just to go find a Pokemon?
I did.
See, I know it.
You see, because
Spent money, ladies and gentlemen.
you see, the thing is,
Mike.
like how the way I see it, when
Spent
someone else
money.
is driving you, because you can't use the app while you're driving. That's just dangerous. So someone
Yes,
has to be
Gordon,
driving you
dangerous.
around.
Right. No, well, the app doesn't know if you're driving or not, right? I mean,
No, but it's distracting. It's like texting and driving.
right. So did you tell your Uber driver that we need to go find this Pokemon
Oh no! I just told him to go to a
located?
direct. So I just told him to go to a direct location. I told him to wait for me, and then I'll go back in. I'll charge him for that extra.
Wait, you told him to wait for you? Okay.
Yes,
So
I
where
told
did
you
you
wait for
Uber
him.
to? Where was your first Uber to find your and what did you find?
I Ubered from myself from my house all the way to Sunset Place. So I went all the way over there, and then it was like there were 3 locations that had a spot of lure.
Mhm.
So I just went in there, and like a whole bunch of Pokemon just started popping out.
Where were those places? Were they businesses?
Well, they're little pit stops. So one would be like at a bus stop, one would be at the entrance of the mall, the other would be by the gym.
Right.
So I would go to each of those places. They would just pop up.
Okay, tell us about the gyms on Pokemon Go where you train your little guys.
Well, you can only train them. You battle, but just to train them. It's not just something that you just I haven't really tried one myself, but it's like something just you can train them in.
Right.
So
But
if
do you
they-
plan on training your?
Oh hell yeah.
You're going to.
So you put them in a fight in order, and whoever wins gets like advances to a better status.
I guess they advances to they advance to a higher power so that they can evolve.
Wow.
So they become another creature.
Is there ever
stronger
a
and
winning
better.
point? Is there ever a winning? Like, what is there to win, or is it just?
If there's a badge involved, then
Mhm.
yes, you would have to win.
What do
This
they
all-
send you prizes? Can we get like sponsors and they send free gifts or anything?
I don't
Because
know.
now the way it sounds to me is, couldn't you be a business, right? And then you could sign up for their services. Like
How I
it
have
takes you
seen-
to. That's a great lead.
Well, I've seen some people post outside their businesses. You cannot enter here for Pokemon Go unless you are a paying customer.
That's So I just it seems so a
Actually,
great
don't
way.
do that because you're gonna lose a lot of interest if you start just paying for Pokemon
Well,
Go.
they're only going to show up to do that. They're not
Yeah,
showing up to
but-
buy stuff.
Right. You're not going to go hang out in McDonald's just to find Pokemon and not buy your $1
But I
ice cream.
just think
I don't
that's a
know.
great
I think
marketing technique.
Yeah, it's great for the economy overall.
I
Like
think
Uber's
because-
getting business now.
It is because
From
people
Angie.
no, but people will do that. And the thing is, okay, some of these spots. That's why I was
Yes, I'm
asking.
one of those crazy people.
No, but it's something fun to do. But then as a marketing, it does. If you pay, okay, like you know what, put one of these Pokemon in my store.
Right.
Like make that a location. That's gonna.
But do we want a bunch of people
bring-
coming into CSB and hanging out in our lobby looking for Pokemon? If
Well,
they're
that's
not
what
Of
gonna
course we
get
do.
a tour?
More grads.
But how can? But right now, do they just have a say of anywhere where they can go? Like, what if we don't want that here? I mean, not that we
don't know.
wouldn't, but I mean, what if you didn't want your business like to have?
Well, that's why some
Pokemon?
people have put up signs like you cannot come in here unless you're a paying
Exactly.
customer.
You
Thank
can
you,
only
Angie.
have
Thank
the
you for coming.
Mewtwo if you decide to become a student at the school.
Thank you, Angie.
This is going to be quite interesting to follow. Thank you, Angie.
All right.
And we're going to keep
Bye,
up with
Angie.
you.
Bye.
We want updates on the next few shows because I want to know what's going on with Pokemon Go.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm
So
kind
many
of
questions. so
I'm
many
kind of
questions.
morbidly curious about this. To me, it sounds like a glorified geocaching. I'm a geocacher. I enjoy geocaching just
I
to
don't
get
wanna
out
be
and about.
followed.
But I don't know about collecting all these little guys and training them for my amusement. It's just like taking it to another step.
I miss when we could just go outside and not use technology to have fun.
True. I mean, I like.
I would
like
love to
the-
go to the park and play football with my friends.
Right.
That's what I would love to do.
But I like how like the
You can do that.
geocache.
I know, but
But I
I don't
like how
have
the
anybody who
geocache
actually
seems
likes
like-
to play football.
I like how the geocache seems like to be like something usually tangible or something
Right.
just there, like to find it, like more of the scavenger hunt
Exactly.
rather than like little monsters. Now I feel like there's a little monster in here watching
Little
us, and we don't even
CGIs.
know about it.
Well,
like
Angie
gremlins.
gave us the all clear. She said there weren't any in here. So.
But what if one moves in here?
It could.
What if a
I
Pokemon
suppose.
comes in here, like, and it's a bad Pokemon? Are there bad Pokemons?
I guess.
They're
They're
well,
all-
some are nicer than others. Some are like they're like animals. Like some are timid and some are more aggressive.
I'm gonna look more into this later, but I'm not gonna get involved only because I just feel like these types
You
of
play the Game
applications.
Boy game. That'll help.
Well, yeah, I do, but I just don't want to be tracked. I feel like some of these applications just track too much of our information.
It does.
To
It really
where
does.
you know what I mean. I don't want people knowing everywhere where I'm going. Like in that
Yeah.
case, if you're pinging in certain places collecting your men, okay, it's saying that so and so was here. I was there. I
And
don't.
then they
I don't
can
need that
target
much tracking
you.
on me.
Phones have made us so like reliant on them. It's like that. It's like you guys see the
that's-
movie Wall-E when everybody was just like on their little hover beds and they were just all fat and the only thing they cared about was what was on the TV in front of them.
Right.
Mhm.
And they did whatever the TV said. It's like, oh, TV says the new favorite color is blue. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, everybody clicked the button to just wear a blue suit.
But what if
You know what I
this
mean?
is just too much? So like this is just too much privacy. This is just too much of your own privacy, though, that you're letting.
But
Who
wait,
knows
wait,
who this
wait,
maker is?
wait,
Whoever
wait.
made this application
But
could be
wait,
some serial
wait,
killer that's like on some
wait,
that wants to
wait,
track people and says,
wait,
"Oh, let me use
wait.
Pokemon." And
I
make
mean,
some
there
bank."
can. There's
Wait,
always an element
wait.
of danger with all
Yes.
this.
I think Drew has something to
Wait.
say.
I agree.
Wait. Just don't download it.
No, I agree. I just.
Yes. Okay.
No, not
I
even
think
that.
it's a fun idea,
It'll
but
be
I
done-
think it's
it'll
to
be
put.
done
Not
by
even
the end of the
that. You should
No,
have
it's-
the own your own common sense whether or not you want to
It's
meet up
not
with a
about
total stranger
downloading,
in order
but I
to
think that
play the
lots
game.
I think lots of people are unaware of how much information that they're giving out to other people that they don't even know when they're downloading these apps. There's been so many things, so it's not
they're
just as much.
giving information out. What's happening is that you know where it is, so you go and you wait for whoever's stupid enough to show up.
Right, but
That's
even
what
when
it
you
is.
sign up, that's
I see what you're saying.
giving
You're
to
saying like
anybody.
tracking.
You don't know who created this application. You're letting this person track everywhere that you're going.
Well, They don't let serial killers create apps.
The
Anybody
government.
can create- why not?
They could be using it for other
It
purposes.
was the government.
And what you know what I mean? It's just
Because
it's
it's
too
a
much tracking,
copyrighted
and you don't
material.
know who it is. It's just
It's
like
a copyrighted material.
it's like
so
going.
you and I can't make that app. However, I understand what you're saying. It could be a different app that someone
Listen,
makes.
I just think that's like saying here, like
Well,
giving
you
the
bought
stalker,
damn
like, oh, you're just
phone.
giving us like you're like
you
a stalker.
bought the phone that gives you your GPS location. and
Right.
lets you
Oh,
turn it
but
off.
I do. I turn mine off. I don't like to be tracked. I like to be on the DL. Siobhan, what else do you have for us?
That's all I have. I just wanted to remind all of our listeners to go ahead and use the hashtag Happy News to shout out to us about some happy news that's going on, because we want to change the conversation and stop focusing on so many negative things this week, because we can do that all day long. But let's
Yeah.
focus on some happy news.
Because life stinks.
I agree.
It
Now,
doesn't have
for
to.
some
It doesn't
updates.
have to, but it does. That's the reality of it.
For some updates on our drawings, what we're going to do here, please go to Facebook and search Now Trending 224/7. So again, that's going to be Now Trending 24/7. Go ahead and click that like button. We're going to do a drawing for an event. August 11th is going to be Pooches in the Pines event, which is going to be, we're going to be giving away 2 tickets in that drawing. So go ahead and like our page. The week before August 11th on our show, we'll have a live drawing of all of our people who have liked our Facebook page, and we will be giving away 2 tickets for the painting event, which is gonna, again, is Pooches in the Pines, and that's gonna be August 11th is the event from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That will be held at 5810 South University Drive in Pembroke Pines. Again, that's going to be where they're going to have, it's a painting event, and you can bring your own wine. The registration fee for those who don't win the tickets is going to be $35. 50% of the fee goes to Pooches in the Pines. So again, make sure you're listening to us for further details and for the drawing, and please go to Now Trending 24/7. Search for us on Facebook and go ahead and like our page to win those tickets for that drawing. So make sure you stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to have Ask Mike. We're going to ask him some exciting questions and get his answers and maybe some guidance. So make sure you stay tuned.
If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hey, I'm Giancarlo Stan, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
I'm Erica,
And I'm Tonino.
and we are What's Poppin' Culture on 24/7 Miami.
Catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. and rebroadcast throughout the whole week.
We have celebrity gossip, what's trending and trolling, watching social media so you don't have to.
We got current events, and we got some mixes from the hottest DJs in the 305.
You can follow us on Twitter at WPopInCulture.
Also, check us out on SoundCloud at What's Pop in Culture. And hey, what's the Instagram?
What's Poppin' Culture?
Follow us.
The next night, the woman goes to the Panda's house and she says, "You owe me money." Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey guys, what's up? Greg Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the place can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, panda eats bush and leaves.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha ha. Clear your throat. Ha hum. Here we go. Ready? Play. Hey Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC.
I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW.
And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective,
A show about life, love, and everything in between.
Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on
247miami.tv.
And we're back in jamming here. Now trending. So now we've got our next segment, which we sometimes love to hate, which is going to be Ask Mike, the man with the plan. He's a single guy, not married.
Single.
But we're going to ask him questions.
Totally
when it comes to love, sex, and
Very
marriage.
single.
He's the man. No, but we're going, you know what? After our next
8 years
drawing,
single.
I think
finally
we should
over.
do, don't you think it's a good idea if we do like a dating show type of thing for Mike? We'll invite 3 ladies in here.
I don't know anyone I don't like.
And
that
we're going to
much.
question them.
Or like the dating game.
We'll do like a dating game. Would you allow us to do that?
You're sure. Why not?
We'll even
It'll be
pay
fun
for the date.
show. It'll
We'll
be fun for the
we'll
show.
pay for the date.
I'm not even into dating anymore. Like, I just.
Well,
What does that
We're
mean?
going to set you up.
I don't know. Like, I'm just so over it. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been on so many dates, and then when I think things are going well, they're not. And then, some of them, it's like you start talking to them and you ask them out.
When's
like,
the last time you've been on a date?
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. It's like what really counts as one.
Okay,
anymore,
but are
you know?
you okay with in the next upcoming few weeks, we're going to do some
Sure,
type
you
of
could try it.
contest and we're going to get a few young women in the studio.
Are they
Do
pretty?
you like
They gotta
young
be
women?
pretty.
We will. We'll somehow do. Can you not say like anybody we're going to pick is pretty? Everybody's pretty.
Are you
No, everybody's
no.
pretty in their own special
No.
way, at least
Mike,
to
you
their
already
mothers.
lost some potential dates.
Yeah.
You did.
I
I
don't-
mean, you just
oh,
lost.
oh, no change there.
I'm sure we don't have a huge pool.
'Cause I had so many lined up already.
To
Shut up and take my money.
to choose from. So Mike, we're gonna get into some marriage stuff, but it could happen, if you're living with your other partner. But
You mean my parents?
dear
I
Mike,
have two partners.
I know.
My mom and my dad.
You know, one day we're going to question you about that too. I've got lots of
I
questions.
think we need to call his parents on.
Are you serious?
I agree.
A little talk.
So, dear Mike, my wife and I have been together for going on 4 years now. We started off as an open couple and gradually became more exclusive as our feelings for each other deepened. Up until recently, relatively recently, the sex was quite amazing. Pretty much anything went except for scat play and super gross stuff, and she gives the best BJs ever, and I mean that. My missus has a genetic condition which affects the soft tissue in her body, everything from ligaments and joints to her skin and digestive tract. I believe I do my best to be as supportive as possible, but it's certainly challenging. Our sex life has taken a dive, and we're not nearly as adventurous as we used to be. It's pretty much just vanilla missionary these days, as it's all her body can handle. Her pain has become a major turnoff for me. We don't do any of the stuff we used to. Frequency is also an issue. We used to do it multiple times daily, and now it's less than once a fortnight. Because of these issues, I feel like we've been drifting apart. It all came to a head the other day. I found a cache of her old blowjob pictures, which I'd seen before and thought she deleted after I asked her to. Why would she need them, right?
Why did she take them in the first place?
And it wasn't of
Okay.
her husband. These were like previous BJ days.
Wow.
So needless to say, I was and still am very angry and hurt. Why would she keep them? Reminiscing about better days and better male genitalia.
Oh, I guess.
Wait,
It
this
says the C
question
word.
went somewhere that I really was
Yeah, I'm
not
not really sure what
expecting
the
it.
question is anymore.
I deleted them. That probably wasn't my place. But on the flip side, I don't give a tally-ho F word. As a result of this discovery, I'm now 100% disinterested in sex. To make matters worse, I feel like I can't even open up about it as her pain can make it quite irritable, and I'm sick of getting yelled at as through no fault of my own. I feel like I can't talk to her about anything anymore, let alone our sex life. So what he's saying at first is she had this medical condition. They used to have the greatest sex. The medical condition kind of made him 50% turned off by having sex. Now he goes and he finds.
I need to figure. What's this medical condition?
Is he just looking for an excuse to cheat? Is that what we're?
No, I think he has a valid excuse.
Here we go. Let me say for the record, I'm not a selfish lover. She always orgasms multiple times when we ever have sex. I love cunningless and I love foreplay, nor am I a neglectful husband.
Said that twice.
Yeah.
Our roles, I feel like I'm saying stuff I shouldn't even be saying. Our roles have been switched for some time for reasons I won't delve into. And I'm essentially the housewife now. I do all the chores, 100% of the cooking, most of the cleaning, laundry, walking the dog, etc. while she works. I think I'm pretty damn good partner. You're probably going to say this is all my fault anyway. How dare I be such an insensitive prick?
No.
And maybe you're right. I just don't know what to do anymore, and I'm sick of feeling this way.
Look.
What did I say when I said, what was the word? Did I miss?
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, you said it right.
I did hear it wrong.
You said it wrong, but it's okay. We understood the point.
Because you know why? I saw something else, and I'm trying to change the words as I read this.
Oh, she's trying to edit while she goes.
I am beat red. So, Mike, do you understand the question?
I understand the
And,
question. It sounds like he's a
I
really.
don't understand the
I have
question.
a question.
I think he's
How
looking
long
for
were they together?
4 years.
4 years.
A lot
And
has
I
happened
think-
in 4 years.
She kept
Well,
all
he
that
hasn't.
stuff
He hasn't
on-
been getting enough.
Wait.
Of,
She
the
kept it on that
hippity-dippity.
phone?
First of all, try editing that. You should see all the dirty words in this thing.
She kept it on that phone for 4 years?
She did. She kept. Yeah.
So
some
each time
memory.
she got a new phone upgrade,
Yeah, maybe she
It
didn't
didn't
get
say
a-
what
a
type
new
of
phone.
memory. It didn't. It just says cache. It
It
just
might be
says
saved in
she
her
had
email.
old cache that had these pics of her and.
Look, it sounds like he's a great guy, and he's trying to do everything right, and he's being punished unfairly by one, not getting enough, and two, it sounds like his wife is turning into a big B.
But she has a medical condition.
Yeah, I don't think
And
she
he was
needs
okay
to.
with that. Okay, here's the thing. She has a medical condition which has made them 50% less in the
A
love
medical condition
area.
of what? Being a bipolar,
No,
what?
she has
She has
where
a
it
soft
says
tissue disorder.
Yeah,
What
she
does that
has
mean?
a genetic
has
condition.
pain.
Listen, she has a genetic
hurt?
condition
That hurt.
which affects the soft tissue in her body, everything from ligaments and joints to her skin and digestive tract. Well,
I
I
would
didn't see
imagine it
anywhere.
causes a lot of pain and discomfort
Yes.
when she's touched.
Well, certainly not in her
Or when she
digestive
moves
tract.
moves. if you can touch the digestive tract, that's a whole nother letter.
Wow, this just went somewhere totally.
We didn't get to the digestive tract yet.
That's a whole.
But first of all,
it sounds like he sounds a lot like me. It sounds like he really loved this girl and everything was going great, and life was just shitting on him unfairly.
Like first, everything was great. Then she got this medical condition.
It's off.
Oh, it's off.
Everything's off today, technical wise.
Yeah.
I'm
the studio's
just.
messed up today.
Can we all get it together?
Let's blame Danny.
I don't know. Like I don't like. Is the question?
Are you kind
should
of
he find
confused?
alternatives?
Should he? Is it right that she still has the DP pics?
Yeah. No, that's not
No,
right.
I think once she got married, she should have.
Or at least
start with
do
that
it
first.
At least do what I do. Send them to your email. You know what I mean? With the password and everything, you'll always have them forever.
But why does she
do we
need
need them
After
forever?
she's married, she doesn't need.
I
them
know she
anymore.
doesn't
should be
need
done
them.
with
I don't. Well, I kind of do because I'm single. I don't. Whatever.
No,
But,
okay, if you were to get married, do you think that you'd still save pics from old girlfriends?
No, and well, if you do, then don't keep them on your phone where anybody else could find them. Send them to your email where it's going to be privately locked up.
Well, she doesn't have my phone anymore.
Just hide
You
it
could
from
title
your
them under
significant
another
other.
name.
He doesn't have any more. He destroyed them.
That's
so-
what's wrong with this world today, though.
I
That's
know
what's
she doesn't
wrong
have-
with this world today is that we have too many ways where we can go ahead and keep all this old stuff, and this is what leads to problems. It's just like
Well,
he's
doesn't
trying to
lead
say.
to, if it's her
Okay,
stuff,
well, no,
if she
that's
wants
another
to
part.
keep it, she can.
Okay, no,
but at
he's
least be
struggling.
responsible enough to know that you're in a new relationship and treat that person, faithfully. I don't
Hide
know.
it from them.
But they're married now.
Maybe
he's struggling.
she just has them in her vault just in case things don't work out, and
Stinks is a hider.
she needs some sort of
Okay,
material
this
for
is kind of like
Inspiration.
But this
Yeah,
is kind of like a
exactly.
two-part
for
kind
when
of question.
she's not with anybody anymore.
Right, but this question honestly is like a two-part.
Which sounds
kind of
from her
question.
bodily soft tissue thing that sounds like she's not going to have anybody
Bodily.
anymore. Sounds like she's like deteriorating
Right,
at a very,
now,
very fast pace.
That's the first part of the question. That's what I'm saying. This is a multi-part question. It
If
seems.
anything,
First part, okay? He's accepting, at first part, he's accepting that she does have this medical condition.
Uh-huh.
Is that right, that since that is his wife, that he does accept that there is less sexual activity now since she has a medical condition? Because it is still death do us part in sickness and health, correct? So if your partner was to come down with some type of medical condition, which did take down their sexual activity, and it did affect that in the marriage, what should you put up with that? Do you feel that your spouse should allow you to maybe seek outside sources? Now, this is with the
if they
medical
love you,
condition.
yes.
They love you.
But when you took vows, you said in sickness and health
Yeah.
till death do us part.
That's fine. They can still stay together.
But it's in sickness and health. But in sickness, would you?
But I mean, if
out?
they discuss it or whatever, and she agrees to have him find other alternatives for loving, then fine.
No. It's not loving.
They can still be in a relationship.
Like they're married. They're
Yeah.
married and she's sick and she can no longer. So,
Yeah.
do you think
If
like she should
if you don't want to do that,
pass? Hall
do
pass.
make little additions to speed up that that life process.
Mike, you're
See?
losing more
That's
dates.
why we asked.
I mean, I don't know.
True.
I'm watching David.
But
Gray.
other than that, I mean, they could still talk, right? The talking's good, the conversation's
watching
good, everything
David
else is
Gray,
good.
I'm
It's just
sorry.
in the bed.
Right. So you believe that they
Perhaps.
can still be married,
Yeah.
and even though now she can no longer perform as she used to, then it's okay for the husband to ask for a hall pass, and it should be like for her to say yes and give that hall pass to fulfill that need in the marriage.
Yeah, I mean, but it's up to her. If she wants to offer it, then take it.
But would you ask for it?
Yeah, that's complicated.
Would you go to your sick wife and say you can no longer perform anymore? It's 50% less. May I get a hall pass? Could you do that? Would you do that? Is that okay?
Oh man, it's so hard when you're a guy doing it too. I don't know, like maybe you could approach her and be like, "Look, man,
What would you do?
Like, I'm really going nuts here. Like, oh, I don't understand what we can do. Like, how am I supposed to?"
Jack Handy?
Yeah, Jack Handy. Yeah, right.
There's always Jack Handy.
The widow thumb and her 4 daughters.
Man, I don't know. This is a really sure. Why not? If it comes to the point where you can't handle it anymore, you might as well just ask, right?
Just ask for a hall pass.
What's the
right?
worst that's gonna happen? She's not gonna give you any anymore.
Did he just say that? Yeah.
Mr. Sensitive. Okay.
Now she's always given great, he said, blowjobs.
Yeah.
Great blowjobs. So now it's less, obviously.
Mhm.
So now he goes snooping. He finds a memory stick and it has all kinds of pics from her good BJing days. And now, should he overreact that she has those? Does he have a right to say anything? Should she have those? What would be okay? Put in your shoes.
Yeah.
You go and you find your wife's memory stick. and then now
with memory sticks on it.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep a straight face while getting through this. But so her memory stick with past memory sticks.
Yeah.
What do you think? How would you handle that?
It would be kind of hurtful and frustrating. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty.
Does he? They've
cool
been
and
married for
collected.
4 years. She doesn't
Wait,
have any
they been
contact.
together, married for 4 years?
They've been
or
married
since
for
they
4
first
years.
started dating?
No, they've been married for 4 years.
I
These were
wasn't sure to take the
past
4 year.
These were past BJ pictures.
Yeah.
And he saw them before. The husband
Yeah.
saw them before.
The thing is, you can't win. You can't win in that situation because, like, if you delete them and she, if you delete them, she knows that you went through her phone.
He
and
said
then
he
if
deleted them.
and then if you go. And then if you, you go and you call her out on it and you show her the pictures to be like, hey, what the heck is this? Then she knows she went through, you went through her phone. You know what I mean?
Wait.
And she'll just spin it on you and be like, well, it's my privacy. If we don't have privacy, you can't trust me. It's like, but this, no, you can't trust me. And they spin it
Okay,
around.
let me get this straight.
And I don't know. Hopefully, that's the
I
best
love your
thing you
wife
can
so
do is
much,
be
I
like,
can't
hey,
even
what the
ask the
heck is
question
this?
I would ask.
Why do you
Thank
have
you.
this on your
Thank you.
phone?
I do too. So I'm the question though. He knows about the pictures already.
He knew about the pictures already and thought she deleted after he asked her to. So he asked her previously to please delete those pictures.
So this was a conversation they had before.
Right, because he saw the pictures and he asked her to please delete them. But maybe she got
I would
sidetracked and got busy, like
I would-
cooking
you know
him
what?
dinner or something and forgot
that.
about it.
It's not something you forget
doesn't
about
sound like she
easily.
Exactly.
It doesn't sound like she
Let's
does
see,
much.
Carrot
To be
sticks or
honest.
my memory stick? I think she's gonna remember the difference.
I mean, she doesn't work, does she? She can't work.
He
Not
said
her
he's the
condition,
stay-at-home
from what I-
mom.
He's a stay-at-home mom, yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously
So she
she's
got nothing
working.
better to do. Just go to your phone, take 2
No, it
seconds.
sounds
to
like
delete the
she's
picture.
working and he's the homemaker.
No, she's the stay-at-home mom.
No, he's the stay-at-home mom these days.
Wait, how does she go to work
my
in
God,
her
this is a
condition?
question.
You were not
It
paying
only
attention.
affects her sex life.
Oh God, yeah. Great. Of all the things to only affect, it's that.
Well, no, I'd imagine it affects other things, but it probably is really, really obvious in the sex life.
Yeah, and he says, like, for reasons I won't delve into, but he's essentially the housewife now. He does all the chores, 100% of the cooking,
What
most of the
reason would you
cleaning,
not delve
laundry,
into? I don't
walking the
understand
dog while she works, and he thinks that he's a pretty damn good partner.
Because this email was already long enough.
It was. He went into like 50 different
Okay, so let's wrap it up for this.
Now he deleted them. Now the husband went ahead and deleted her pictures.
Right.
Was he right in deleting those pictures?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
He didn't tell
That's
her.
the thing. I'm so
Yes.
objective. I'm a
Listen,
freaking Libra,
He
so I can
did
see
not.
both
He
sides.
did not. Libras. No. Okay. Wait a sec. Don't you go there with Libras. My mom's a Libra.
Oh,
I don't know if he was right in deleting them, but I think she
He
was
didn't tell her.
wrong
Well,
in
then I'm-
not deleting them in
Then
the
I'm
first
just
place.
objective. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't delete the pictures.
Do you think
because
she
that's
really
her
goes back
stuff.
and looks at them? Do you really think she goes back and looks at them?
I don't know.
I don't know. She has them there for a reason. She must intend to go back and look at them at
Right.
some point.
I agree. I think she kept them for a reason. You
Right,
don't
yeah.
just keep those for nothing, just because it's whimsical.
I don't have any pictures like that, so don't look at me.
So full of
no,
shit.
I had everybody's eyes on me for
So full
a
of
second
crap.
there.
She has movies.
She's got the movies.
No, because I'm thinking I don't like to, I don't have those things to go back and reminisce.
Oh, you're so full of crap. You can't even say that with a straight face. Look at it. Look at
Okay, who here has old pictures?
Wait, what?
Let's get Drew's opinion. What do you
I
think?
said, Who here has old pictures?
I don't know. I've given my opinion on it.
I don't have pictures like that. I do not have any pictures, anything like that. I swear on my life, I don't. I don't like pictures like that. No, stop it, Drew. Because
I'm
I
just looking
said,
at you, 'cause if
lucky
you're
that I love
guilty-
you and your wife, that I'm
you're
not even
guilty.
asking you.
Oh, I love you. That's what I'm answering. If you're guilty.
Mike, do you
Yeah.
have pictures of old girlfriends?
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're my girlfriends, but yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
For what though? Okay, now
Like
if you got into a
racy
serious,
pictures, racy pictures.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
no, if you were to get in a serious relationship,
And I had them for times like these when I go single for 8 years.
right? But what do you do
Look,
with
I
those
think you
pictures?
should
You
bring
go
them
back and
over.
you
And
look.
plus,
and
I
what?
also have them just in case, when I become an 80-year-old man, and I'm definitely not getting any.
Because more than likely, those people in those pictures have moved on in their life.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I mean, it
yeah,
shouldn't be any
trust me, I
threat, right?
don't need any reminders of that.
Right, but you say you save those pictures. You're a single guy. What are you doing with those pictures?
I
What
don't
do
know,
you
I look
do?
at
You
them
look
from
at them?
time to time.
What
If
do you think when
if you
look
were
at
to
them?
meet someone, get engaged, get married, would you delete those pictures?
No.
You would save them? You would save those pictures?
I already have them saved.
No, but
But
would
why? If
you
you
wouldn't
were
seek out to
to
get
get
rid of them?
married?
I don't know. That's if I were to get hypothetically in a perfect world, then yeah. I mean, I guess I might get rid of them. Because I'd be married. But who knows? Maybe she wants to divorce me a couple years down the line, and then what do I have?
There's other ways to get pictures.
I
of
have them
that.
in. I have them in my vault just in case.
Okay.
I think
crap
everybody
goes
does. You know what?
awry.
Let's be fair here, and I'm not going to sit here. You know what? Just to be fair, I think men and women equally have, and they save pictures from old boyfriends and girlfriends.
Yeah.
Period. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Let's be adults here.
Yeah.
In somewhere, even in a box without digital technology, any shoebox somewhere, we
It's
all
not-
have a
it's not-
picture of an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend.
It's not with my intention of looking at them when I'm with somebody else. That's not my intention of it. I just have it there just in case things don't work out.
Well, I think if
But are you not going to go back to that same
right?
Yeah, I'm not. But I could reminisce of good old times.
But I agree with you because I think sometimes you reminisce of those times. Sometimes those
Yeah.
times will make you feel happy when you see a picture like,
Yeah,
oh,
for about
like
5
this
minutes
guy
or so.
wasn't an a-hole,
Well, I mean, I think for me, if my husband, I got married and I have a husband, he knew I have these pictures and he asked me to get rid of them, I would do that. And I think even I wouldn't want those pictures anymore once I was with someone else.
I was just going to ask that. Now, would you wait for him to ask you to delete those pictures?
Me personally, no. I would get rid of them on
So
my own.
you would have them on your phone?
What?
Where would you have the pictures?
Where do I have pictures now?
No. I'm just saying, like hypothetically, if
where
you
the
did
hell-
have pictures, like you said that, like your boyfriend would ask you to delete them, but how would he even find out that you had them?
Well, that's what I'm saying is I would delete them on my own.
Oh,
Me personally, I just wouldn't see the need to have them if I was in a committed relationship with someone else long term.
well, you're
I
a
wouldn't feel
better
like I would
person
need
than
them.
I am.
But does anybody have, like paper pictures, like
Paper
actual
pictures? Oh, no,
tangible
no,
photos
no.
of like an ex-boyfriend,
No,
like
you don't want
that
any
you have in a
physical
shoebox
evidence.
that you've carried around for.
So
I mean,
Mike,
we
do you
all
have no
photo
pictures of your
box.
ex-boyfriends?
No. And they're not those. I'm not gonna go to 1 hour photo and have them developed. Just send
Photo
them-
mat? You're not going to photo mat?
Telling you people, send them to your email. It's the best
No,
place.
just get rid of them. If you know what, if you're
Don't
gonna
you
get
don't
married,
you don't have to get rid of them if you don't want to.
Yes,
I think you should if you're getting married.
Yeah.
Oh
send
yeah,
them to-
send all pictures to now.
Yes, Mike needs them.
Now trending 24/7 on Facebook.
Twitter.
Are we? Yeah, we're gonna expose this to
Now
everybody.
trending 247. Twitter.
Okay, so this is gonna just real quick about your story about the prisoners. Can you tell us? I want
yeah,
to
what's
hear
the
more
prisoner
about
story?
the prisoner
I
story.
totally don't
When
even have that
you're
ready to go.
prison.
But
I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
that's okay. I can wing it, I suppose.
I was just excited for that story.
So with
Inmates,
all
ooh.
the sad news coming out of Dallas, let's look at a happy story with cops and inmates that of course I'm trying to
Oh, I
open this
bet.
and
I
it's
see
taking
where
it
this is going.
slow. Some inmates, I think they were locked up in a holding cell, were yeah, and my thing just crashed. Technical difficulties all around. So the story is in Parker County, Texas. Some prisoners were being held in a holding cell, and their guard was having some difficulties, some health difficulties. I don't know if he went unconscious or what the
Yeah,
particular
he
situation.
passed out.
He passed out. These inmates broke out of their cell to go help him. So they weren't breaking out to escape. They were actually breaking out to help him. And it turned out that the guard had a heart attack, and they were able to help him through that. So yay for these guards. And
Did they get
these prisoners.
years knock off their sentence for good behavior?
I don't know.
No, they were just put back in jail, but they were credited with saving the guy.
Yeah. I'm sure they got some kudos out of it.
Yeah.
Probably got coupons to Subway or something.
What kind of a prison was it? Was it max?
Don't
No,
know.
if it was a holding cell, it just
jail.
had to be county jail.
Right.
If it was just a
Oh,
holding
okay.
cell.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No.
I guess so. So, some shout outs again before we leave today. We've only got a couple minutes left. We have Painting with the Twist of Coral Springs, which will be hosting a fundraiser to benefit One Orlando. Painting with the Twist, an art and social studio in Coral Springs, will host a Painting with a Purpose charity event on July 13th this year from 7 to 9 p.m. to benefit One Orlando, an organization which supports victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting. The studio will offer a painting featuring a rainbow background with a heart surrounding the phrase, "Love always wins." For this event, 50% of the proceeds will be donated to the One Orlando. So if you have any questions, want to get involved and get some tickets for that, contact Michelle Falconer at 954-773-7928. You can also go to paintingwithatwist.com events, click on their events, and you'll be able to find One Orlando. That's a fundraiser, again, that's going to be happening in Coral Springs this weekend, July 13th to the 16th. Also, make sure you go to Facebook and search for Now Trending 24/7 to find us online on Facebook. Go ahead and give us a like, and we're going to put your name in a drawing, which we're going to give away 2 tickets to another Painting with the Twist event, which is going to be Pooches in the Pines, which is going to be held on August 11th. They're also going to have, it's going to be a Painting with the Twist event. They'll have a special type of painting. I'm not sure of which painting they're going to be choosing as of yet. However, we're going to be giving away 2 tickets to that event. If you want to go ahead and purchase tickets, that is $35 registration fee. 50% of the proceeds will also go to Pooches in the Pines. That Painting with the Twist event is going to be located at 5810 South University Drive in Pembroke Pines. You can also go to Painting with the Twist website events section to find that event going on. Again, one last shout out to my friend over at A Proper Cut. He's really in need of some barbers, licensed barbers. He's up at 8622 Northwest 44th Street in Sunrise. That's going to be located right next to Stryker's Bowling Alley. He's open Monday through Sunday. Please give him a call at 954-530-0980. Again, that's 954-530-0980. Whether you need a haircut or a barber with a license, give him a call. Tell them that Now Trending sent you. And that's it for today's show. So next week when we come back, we've got more exciting news of all the latest happenings. So have a great day, everybody.
Yay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever.
How's your mom? Guys, how you guys doing? Just hanging around? Hey, buddy. How your mom? Hey, buddy, what you paying? Hey, how you doing? Have a good day, buddy.